David Dixon writes, regarding the Eragon film franchise, plain and simple, do you think that Warner Brothers Pictures should acquire the movie rights to the franchise and start making the films? They've helped get great jobs done with The Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban being my favorite, film-wise. I think they should acquire the rights from Fox or wherever, and I think that the director of Azkaban, Alfonso Cuarón, should be approached to direct the adaptation of the first book. I know there's a lot of fans out there of this novel series that started with Eragon, but I don't think it's ever going to happen, and I don't think it ever should happen, at least not in the next 15, 20 years. I think the first film was so bad and so terrible and left such a bad taste in everybody's mouths that I don't think a studio like Warner Brothers or anybody else, frankly, is too keen on acquiring the rights, dumping $180 million into it and putting it out again because they know it's going to be an uphill fight. Like right from the beginning, you're starting behind the 8 ball because a lot of people already saw an Eragon movie and a lot of people hated it. And would the general movie-going audience be all that keen? Because remember, when you're making a movie like this, you can't just get the fans of the books. You have to get everybody else as well interested in the film. Like Avengers. The Avengers became like the #1 box office film of the year, not because the comic book fans all went out to see it. That represented like maybe 5% of the audience. It had to appeal to the wider audience as well and get them to go. And considering there's such a bad taste in everybody's mouth from the last attempt at making Eragon, I just don't think a studio is going to want to step up to the plate and do that. Maybe in 10 or 15 years from now when everybody's forgotten about the last film. But personally, I just don't see happening. And if I were a studio head personally, look, remember, I'm not saying the movie couldn't be great. I'm simply saying I don't think they would want to take that risk that they could actually get people out to see it. I think that's the big question, and I don't think people would. And so if I were a studio head personally, I wouldn't roll the dice on that.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.